we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The following broadcast is an official production of the Faulkner Sports Network.
So later in the game, it'll be about every 2 or 3 minutes where he can get that.
Yeah.
The ASOL ult is going to come out. Mr. Gunt going to interrupt the Q channel though. Syndra getting on the Aurelion Soul. The set getting melted down. Chapman is just also low. The Syndra completely zoning everybody off on the back line. That's going to be a complete team sweep. Does have his ultimate. Going to ult the Annie. They go into the Death Realm. We can see them on our screen, but I promise you that the players in game cannot.
For a second I was worried because
Annie is going to die. Garen does have the ultimate. They're going to have to be a little bit careful, but as long as they kite this out, be careful. The Orianna should have enough to survive and to kill him, and they do.
And it looks like there's going to be a team fight here.
And
Immune to Flame is able to take down one of theirs. Oh wow, an excellent team fight.
So we had a really big, Ornn had a really big stun there early on with that ultimate, just stunning essentially the entire team.
And a little bit annoying to deal with. Big Orianna shockwave though, gonna land on 3, instantly one-shotting 2, including that Aphelios. All of the carries are down. That is what Faulkner needed so desperately. The Kayn is likely going to be picked up. I can't imagine that he gets out under any circumstance.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Seth Dawson, and
I'm Ethan Dixon.
we're here to do your color commentary for League of Legends tonight. Hopefully I don't miss Zane and Rafe too much, but they're a little indisposed right now. So we're here filling in, and we're going to have a fun time introducing y'all to this game.
Alrighty, I think we're already getting into the picks and bans.
So if we can cut to the arena real quick,
let's cut to the arena.
so we can introduce our people real quick.
Playing mid lane, the captain, FrisbeeMeniscus, Charlie Grete. Playing support, Zoombie, Abby Bounyalith. Playing ADC, the coach, Omnytamer, Colquitt. The top laner, Kaizen, Chalchi. Playing jungle, the lieutenant, Imblu, Seth McGaughy.
Alrighty. As you saw in that intro, hopefully, over on the far right, you can see Josh Chalchi, also known as Kaizen. Gotta remember which name he's going by. He's gonna be playing in our bot lane, I believe. They might switch it up, who knows? But he's our newest member here. Looking forward to seeing how he does. He's improved by leaps and bounds during his time. I can't wait to see how he performs. Or top lane.
Absolutely.
Top lane's where he generally plays. My bad.
Top lane.
And in the middle there, we can see Seth.
Yep. Who is now our lieutenant.
Yeah, now our new lieutenant for the team, playing most likely in the jungle, if I remember correctly. Has been doing consistently really well. Can't wait to see how he does. On the far left, we have
Our team captain Charlie,
yeah,
who I think usually plays mid, right?
yes,
And then on the other side, we have, in the middle, we have Abby. I don't know how to pronounce Abby Bounyalith? Yeah, something like that.
Something
Or
like
Zombie, who usually plays support. And Coach Caleb Colquitt, Omnytamer, playing, I think he's playing ADC tonight.
Yep, he'll be playing ADC tonight, filling in for some roles.
Yeah.
He's gonna be first time playing on live stream, I believe, for us.
Yeah,
so can't
I
wait
think
to
so.
see how that goes.
All right. I think they're picking and banning right now.
Yep. So let's see. First things first, we see that FrisbeeMeniscus. We can swap to the stream real quick. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So what you can see right here, well, you can't because they're picking runes, but FrisbeeMeniscus, the team captain, has picked Cassiopeia. One of his comfort picks. We consistently see him do really well with it.
Yep, definitely.
Imblu or Seth going with a Moo in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
And Moniker pulling out the Teemo for the top lane.
Oh man,
He does really well with Teemo. I'll say that.
he does. But
It's
definitely an interesting pick.
and he's gonna be playing against a Mordenkaiser. This is going to be that is a lane.
Yep. Well, on the bright side, it's one of those things where it's easy for Teemo to pop in and out and to play safe, and that's really what Josh needs right now.
Yeah, basically all the way up until level 6, I'd say he has the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And that as long as he doesn't get too close, he can just poke him out, keep him really low, and try and get that early advantage so that Mordenkaiser, when he gets his ult, can't just bully him out of
Oh
lane.
yeah, definitely.
Looks like we have Omnytamer on Misfortune.
It's a good,
Yeah.
easy ADC to play. It's one of the better beginning ones for sure.
Mm-hmm. And we have Zoombie on Hui. Hui. There we go. Got it. Gonna be playing Hui. Again, one of her comfort picks. Looks like we have a lot of characters here that our players are just comfortable with, that they enjoy playing. And I think that's the key here.
Yeah, exactly. That a lot of times that matters more than
Matchup.
counter picking.
Yeah.
Or, if you counter pick but you don't really know the character well, it doesn't really
Exactly.
matter sometimes.
And that's why when I try counter pick in actual games, it never goes well. I just try not to get counter pick.
Yep, exactly. All right.
I will say, we should be on a 3-minute delay here. So we'll get in, so we'll see the actual game starting here in about 3 minutes.
All right.
Ooh. Oh, hey. We need to... Oh, wait. I can swap
Swap
it.
it on our end. Yep.
Awesome. Hey!
There we go.
Nice. Y'all saw nothing. But, okay, so as y'all can see, the opposing team, they have a Mordenkaiser in the top lane. They have a Volibear in the jungle, I would believe.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Smolder and a Jinx and Leona in the bot lane, a Smolder in the mid lane.
Yeah, Smolder mid lane's an interesting pick. I haven't seen that before.
Yes, they're kind of low on AP damage, I get. Well, no, Volibear and Mordenkaiser, I think, make up for it.
But that may honestly sometimes that's the way to go, because if you have a if you have a player that you know is going to do a lot of damage, sometimes it's better to put them on the odd end of the damage types, so that they either have to build for when the enemy team builds defenses, they either have to build their defenses for the person who's doing well, or for the entire rest of the team.
Yep.
So
but yeah, it looks like this is going to be an interesting matchup. All of these seem like some really strong comfort picks for most people. I will say I feel like our team has We've played against Smolder a lot recently. I feel
Really?
like in most of our games.
I haven't been here, so I wouldn't know.
I've just been watching. I feel like we've played several games so far where we've seen a Smolder.
Yeah. He seems to be pretty popular right now.
I know, which is interesting because from what I can tell, he doesn't normally do that well in the higher leagues, but here where games the power level is generally a bit lower, I feel like I can understand because just the infinitely stacking characters.
Yeah, he scales really well.
Yeah. It's one of those things that the higher skill level you go and more people know how to keep people from stacking. The harder it is for the character to do well, but Smolder are really, really strong.
Yeah, definitely. So
in these levels. It looks like we are getting into the game now.
here we go.
What I would love to see personally, my favorite thing in the world is invades. Is it going to happen? I think Seth has
probably not.
I think Seth has actively told me that he
Seth is very
anti-invade.
invade.
This is why I'm not jungler. Looks like let's see, what are we seeing right now? Oh, we're getting the camera fixed real quick. Alrighty, so we see Amumu and Cassiopeia just moving right there to the red buff. The opposing team moving to what seems to be just a classic 5-point start, just keeping vision on all the entrances to their jungle, make sure no one's going to try and do anything too cheeky. Our team is not doing that. We have completely abandoned that, and it looks like we have a bit of a grouping. There's a chance. It looks like we're prepping more just in case they invaded. Just kind of in anticipation of that. But since no one's invaded or anything, looks like both teams are happy to just settle in place where they're at and just play back, play safe.
Yep, it's probably pretty smart for them to make sure they're not, they're being careful of any invades, because Leona's got a pretty good level 1.
I know Volibear, if he gets his basic attack stacked up,
that's
has
true.
a really
Yes.
strong level 1.
Yep, and Volley could go Q.
Let's see. Looks like our bot laner, Volibear, choosing to go without a leash.
Interesting. He's got a pretty good clear, so it's not unheard of for him to go without a leash.
I was just noticing that in the jungle, but as we can see, looking right now, we're viewing Moniker and Prometheus, I believe was the name. That is not right at all.
Get some good trades there in the
I'm just gonna
mid
say
lane.
Nathan, because that's what it's gonna be. Moniker kind of doing what I talked about, just trying to poke out the Morgan Kaiser. Has to be careful of that level 2 grab, because he can get pulled in. But speaking of which,
Nasty
Leona,
engage from
oh
Leona.
no, they had the level advantage.
Oh,
Unfortunately, no, not Huai. Omnytamer not backing out there in time, stepped a little too far forward and got all in, and unfortunately got killed. But
yeah.
Zoombie just possibly suffering the same fate. Okay, flashes out.
Leona
Hits
uses her
level
ignite.
2.
Oh, but seems to still survive.
Yeah, Huai hit Zoombie hitting level 2 just in time for that little bit of HP boost.
Definitely, that definitely helped her a lot.
Saw her HP
sure.
double there for a second, barely keeping her alive.
Mordekaiser seems to be kind of sitting there farming under tower.
All right, mid lane looking like just people. They're just trading back and forth. We currently have the level advantage and wave advantage, just shoving in, trying to do what we can to poke out this dragon and keep him from smolder and keep him from stacking too much. Imblu currently working on keeping, trying to fight for the scuttle.
Yeah, seems to just be a jungle v jungle fight for the scuttle, because
Not sure who got it. Oh, they
nobody seems to want to
Imblu, unfortunately.
Flashes, but not.
Yep.
Not really able to do much there.
Moniker noticing a
little too late, honestly.
Coming in, and unfortunately that's going to be the end of his life as well. Noticing just a little too late to come join in. Tried to come down there and take revenge, but Morgenkaiser noticed immediately what was happening, followed right behind, and he just got 2v1'd, and that's not a place anyone wants to be in.
Yep. Omnytamer needs to be careful because Leona's sitting there in the bush trying to be sneaky. That's one of the things about like tanky supports is that it's fun to be just kind of pretend you're sneaky a little bit and like I hide in the bush.
And they're really strong, especially when you're ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like they are right now, because they can just essentially step forward without worry. They're tanky enough that early on that if they have any kind of a lead, it's near impossible to kill them.
Yeah, absolutely. Lane going for a little bit of
yeah,
trade.
I'd say mid lane just trading back and forth right there. Both coming out rather even. Moniker running into the small problem of, I will say Morgenkaiser, while he is a melee champ, he feels like a very medium range-ish kind of character rather than a melee range.
He's definitely got a lot of good poke for sure. Oh, the smolder ult.
Barely keeping him alive.
But Cassiopeia stays alive, and
unfortunately not able to take the kill on the smolder, but
no. But I'd say that's a pretty good trade, to be honest.
yes, good trade. Forced him out of lane, gave him wave prio for a bit, giving him the opportunity to back up and grab some items.
Absolutely. Omnytamer taking a couple of rough hits there.
Oh boy, yep, and there it is, the Mort. Unfortunately, stepped up just a little too far. Morgenkaiser, such a strong lane bully.
Yep, definitely.
Really, really difficult.
And red team here crashing the wave. In order, probably looks like to head towards.
Yeah, it looks
Drag?
like Imblu's currently at Dragon. Mid lane is pushed pretty even, but bot lane does have prio. Looks like Imblu is trying to take advantage of this. The opposing jungler is currently at Void Grubs and just took the Void Grubs.
Yeah, just finished
and he's
Void
trying to trade that for Dragon. Just the long term.
Yep, definitely important to get whatever value you can when, you know.
What I will say, okay, there it is. I was a little worried because I know, good kill there.
Yeah, Hui just happens to take the Leona kill, get a little bit of
an advantage back, or bringing the advantage away. Oh, nasty Jinx ult. Jinx just calling out exactly where she was backing. Flew that rocket right down into that bush.
Cassiopeia unfortunately misses the ult.
I was going to say, playing a little risky there, running forward at the smolder, that low on health. Timo, doing Timo things. For those who don't know, when he stands still for a certain amount of time, especially while in a bush, he turns invisible. So he just stood still for a while and Morgenkaiser couldn't see him.
Yeah, believe it or not, he's a Yordle, not a Chinese clothing factory.
His names are so similar. You know how many ads I see for that all the time? I'd say it's effective. If I'm getting the name mixed
if
up.
that's the goal, then it definitely is. Oh man.
Oh no, they're getting unfortunately bot lane getting ganked a little bit.
Yep, jungle jumping, trying to jump in a little bit, but just
looks like he's trying to look for a dive here on bot lane. We can't really see it yet. But
Zombie's holding out though.
Yeah. Just spacing things well.
Takes an interest. Oh, that's why. All right. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Very nice.
Oh.
But takes the Jinx ult right at the end.
I will say I think that's more worth for us at this
Absolutely.
point.
I'm pretty sure he had a shutdown.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're worth a lot more than we are at this point. So any kills we get on them are worth a lot more than are 100% worth any deaths we receive. Omnytamer stepping up a little far. While Jinx is low on health and mana, she's still got 2 levels up on him.
Yep.
Speaking of stepping up a little too far. Poor Moniker, I don't think he saw him in the bush.
No.
And unfortunately, Kaizen just waiting right there in the bush. Just immediately ulted him.
Omnytamer kind of pushing out in the middle of nowhere by himself.
It's ended up all right. He was trying to chase down the Jinx, who was so low on health. Jinx right now does have a 550 gold bounty on her. I'm not going to say it's not worth it to go for.
That's true.
But was a little dangerous there. If that Jinx had decided to turn, that 100% could have been a death.
Absolutely could have been bad for him.
I will say, even being 2 levels down, Omnytamer's a little tankier than I expected from an ADC.
Yeah.
Took that hit a little better than I thought he would.
Ooh, Frisbee's low and the team's going for the dive. Oh man.
That Volibear ult just
Come on,
him
Seth.
so far
Come on,
forward.
Seth. Get the revenge kill.
Now this definitely would be worth it to get if possible.
But I don't. Ooh,
Unfortunately, Volibear
comes
coming
back.
in and saving Smolder just in the nick of time.
But they both had to use their flashes, so that'll be good for next time. For sure.
Way just holding that bottom turret like a tank. Imblu still trying to win this fight right now. Definitely has the advantage
Pretty
and
close, for sure.
coming really close to taking out this Volibear. Unfortunately, they're just barely able to get away. Doesn't have the damage quite to take him out before they can run. But definitely winning fights. That's a really good sign.
Oh man. Woo. Jinx got the really good ult there, and so the really good root there. Excuse me.
All right, looks like Cassiopeia looking for a fight here. Smolder really not that strong early.
Ult.
That is amazing.
Hey, let's go! Come on!
Yeah, there it is. Oh, it swapped away just in time.
Of course.
Poor Teemo. Teemo really strong. I feel like in the most melee champs. But Kaizen just one of those.
Not really one of them.
Yeah, Kaizen really feels more like. How many times?
Snipe. Yeah.
It feels like it's just coming out of nowhere.
At least 3 kills from.
Yeah. That's just
from Jinx
crazy.
snipes. That's insane.
Their Jinx has the aim of a sniper, just going right for it every time. Imblu just Imblu spotting that out, but unfortunately doesn't have any backup. They can't challenge it.
Yeah, it didn't really have any way to contest that there.
No, especially not Kaizen there. Kaizen being a little too much to handle.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone's setting up to go for Dragon. Red team currently, I believe, has the priority for it in the bot lane.
Yep, definitely.
Blue team, just unfortunately, we do not have the ability to contest this one either. That being said, this is their first Dragon. I'm Blue doing a good
only
job.
The first Dragon. That's.
Yeah, this because we got the first Dragon.
Oh, yeah, second.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. The second Dragon overall, but this is their first Dragon.
Yep.
That being said, I do think they have 6 grubs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They have pushing power for days. For those who don't know, the grub stacks, for everyone you manage to kill, you deal extra bonus true damage to turrets. So having 6 is the maximum you can have, and that is a ton of extra damage.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone is a turret killer.
Oh, the Leona ult.
Yeah.
But the Muma comes in
Can he get the revenge? Yes, is able to clean up and get the shutdown on the Jinx.
Very nice.
Which kind of crazy because I think Jinx had 2 kills. And for those who don't know, Jinx, when she gets kills on turrets and people, gets a ton of extra attack speed and movement speed.
Seth takes the kill on the Leona. Gets
Cleaning
that
up,
one
gets
Q.
double kill.
Oh,
And Cassiopeia coming down and saving
great job,
Imblu.
Charlie.
Really good awareness from both players.
Goes for the flash ult, but
Just barely misses. Oh
Barely
no, Imblu unfortunately going down.
Oh,
Okay. Volibear does end up dying. That ends up being
not
a
a complete loss.
Yeah, I think that ends up being a 3-for-3 trade with us getting a, what was that, 800 gold bounty?
Yeah, that was insane. Huge
700 gold
shutdown
bounty.
for sure.
So really, really good. Imblu going to be getting some really good gold from that, making up for the difference plus some in CS. Absolutely.
Another mushroom, another victim.
Moniker trying to just play back, play safe. If he's invisible, then Mordekaiser can't ult him, so.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh. Okay. Did get hit, but does trade back. I will say one thing to note. If when you're playing against Mordekaiser, you really want to try and stay within your minions if you're going to get hit.
Yep, absolutely. Gets caught in the ult,
But he's under turret.
he was under tower.
That being said, I'm about to say there are 4 players there. Not much that can be done. That is going to be top turret. Moniker played that really well for what he could, but unfortunately, with the entire team there, not even the turret's going to save you.
Absolutely. Hopefully, Faulkner can kind of take advantage of there being 4 people on, 4 people elsewhere, and get some stuff out of it, get some gold.
It looks like we have 2 pushing mid lane, which hopefully we can push and maybe get some good damage on that turret. Unfortunately, Smolder doing a good job of just... Smolder is actually TPing mid lane. That might give Cassiopeia the time she needs to push the bot lane turret.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I think it probably... I don't know, they were doing damage to it, but I felt like with the rest of the team all in the top lane, they could have handled that mid lane better, so...
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like that's a really good thing for us, honestly. Because it gives Cassiopeia time to deal some good damage on that bot lane turret. Let's see, Cassiopeia right now actually having the second highest CS in the whole game. Smolder technically barely beating her out.
Yeah,
but
not by much though.
Not by much. So it's Cassiopeia doing a really good job of just CSing and trying to deny as many stacks as possible to the Smolder.
Yep, for sure.
Has also been taking some really good just trades back and forth, forcing him out consistently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, no. Amumu kind of getting caught out just a tiny bit.
But Volibear messed up the Rift Herald.
That is good for everyone.
Oh,
that,
yeah, absolutely.
So that probably just saved our turret.
Maybe.
Maybe. My apologies. If someone's able to get in there and hit the back of it, at the very least...
They still take it.
At the very least... I'm not going to say anything.
Come on, block it. Oh.
All right. At the very least, that meant they probably aren't getting...
The Volibear ult into trying to dive for it. Doesn't really get anything out of it.
Mordekaiser almost dying there to try and help take that out. But Cassiopeia trying to deal with this. Unfortunately, Leona being able to just stun her out for so long.
Yeah, still can't quite 1v2 there, unfortunately.
It's one of those instances where I feel like you have done better against And this is why his supports are good, because I feel like he would have done better against Smolder and Jinx together.
We were trying to jump on him, but unfortunately,
getting caught out again by the Leona.
peeled off.
Jinx just barely eking it out right there.
Yep. That seems to be what I've noticed. Seems to be one of the things this team is really good at is grouping up and just jumping on people.
Yeah, they're really good at identifying essentially the person that needs to be taken care of in the team fights, because consistently they're all targeting the same person. Oh no, what's happening?
It looks like we had a crash. All right.
Hold on.
Seemed to be some technical difficulties.
One moment.
Everyone just mysteriously got kicked out.
What?
College, law school, this is a formative time for people, but it's not just about getting a degree. And I think when students come to school here, when people work here, that's what they get to see. The folks here will love you, take care of you, look out for you, and along the way, help you get a great education. I love that. I would tell students who are interested in potentially going to law school that they can learn the law anywhere, but not every learning environment is the same. So I think it's important for them to consider where they can go and be comfortable, where they can go and be encouraged, where they can go and be loved. And that's what they'll find here. There are larger schools, there are schools with bigger names, but there aren't schools with bigger hearts than Faulkner's Law School. We love our students. We don't apologize for that. We don't hide that. And they're not going to find that everywhere, but they can definitely find that here.
My name is Mike Harridge, and I teach computer science at Faulkner. Computer science at Faulkner is dramatically changing right now. It's an exciting time to be here. We're adding new students, which is exciting for all of us, but we're also growing in the content in which we deliver. We're adding new courses, we're adding new curriculums. It's a time that things seem to be really exciting and things seem to be really changing rapidly inside of our field. Computer science will always be a rapidly evolving field. Everything from artificial intelligence to cybersecurity will always drive us to excellence. But here at Faulkner, we embrace that change as opposed to ignore it. Many of our students find their niche in the computer science world by coming here, and that's what we hope to really drive that love of computer science into our students here. I'm telling you, of any place you want to be to learn computer science, Faulkner is the place to be right now.
training tomorrow's teachers, ministers, and scientists, guiding future business leaders to positively impact our global economy, teaching healthcare professionals to improve patient outcomes, coaching athletes to give their best on and off the field, men and women learning how to succeed wherever their dreams take them. That's Faulkner University. With over 70 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, you'll find your calling, all in a Christian learning environment. Faulkner University. Discover more at faulkner.edu.
Preparing leaders for the River region and beyond, Faulkner University's Harris College of Business is distinctively different, focusing on ethics and character development in the classroom, and building ethical foundations with our new Ethics Institute. Living the mission of Faulkner University to glorify God through education of the whole person, emphasizing integrity of character in a caring Christian environment where every individual matters every day.
As a student at the Harris College of Business, I saw firsthand the mission of Faulkner University. My professors there not only taught me, but they also mentored me. They encouraged me. They cared for me. They instilled character and integrity into me. I mattered every day. That mission hasn't changed. Harris College of Business continues to provide its students with the tools they need to succeed in today's business world.
Did you know that 100% of Faulkner's computer science graduates
since 2014 have found jobs in their fields within 6 months of graduating?
We live in the information age where you either use a computer or you get left behind. Are you ready for your future? Faulkner's computer science program is your gateway to a leading-edge career with purpose.
I built church websites, and through the training and instruction that I received from Faulkner, I was able to go right into my career after graduation.
It laid a solid foundation for what you need to know.
At Faulkner, there are many kind and knowledgeable people that are eager to help you prepare for the future.
In the U.S., there are predicted to be over 400,000 job openings each year for computer specialists with median wages well above average. What you learn at Faulkner will give you control of what your future looks like. Our faculty has an average of 16 years of industrial experience and is ready to navigate you to a bright future as a computer scientist. Come join us at Faulkner University. Your future is worth it.
Faulkner University's online Executive MBA program is now accepting applications. Earn your Master of Business Administration in as little as a year. Advance your career and apply today at faulkner.edu.
Earn your online Masters of Science in Management from Faulkner in 1 year. With a focus on HR management, leadership and ethics, and strategic management, you'll gain the skills to succeed. Apply today at faulkner.edu.
Hello everybody, welcome back. Apologies for some of the technical issues for the last game. We found out what happened. We got it fixed so it won't happen next time. But what ended up happening is we did end up losing round one. We didn't really get to see how it ended, but our guesstimations are essentially that we ended up losing a fight, and they either were able to take Baron and push through the center, or they just pushed through the center and were able to win that way.
Had some big pushing power there.
Yeah, as we said, they had tons of pushing power.
Yeah, they already had it with the
6
the
grubs, and if they had Baron on top of that, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunate loss for the first game, but we have some stuff to learn from.
Yep, definitely.
So looking at the mid lane looked like it was going pretty well.
Yeah, he did. Charlie did well. Kept it pretty even overall. Got a couple of good picks here and there.
If we can see another similar game like that, I think that's a good base point to go for. A good place to build around.
Yeah, he rotated well and a lot of things. Fortunately, Smolder just outscaled him a little bit.
A little bit. I don't even feel like it was that lopsided until later in the game when the rest of the team was kind of helped him push back.
Already left.
Yeah. Speaking of which, looking at the jungle, there was an unfortunate early I would not necessarily misplay, but unfortunate early loss for the first scuttle.
Yeah.
which snowballed a little bit. But that being said, he, Imblu, still did really well, made a comeback and made a lot of big plays that game.
Yeah, he came back a good bit.
And I'd say end up going even roughly with the Volley Bear.
Yeah, had several good saves
and between the two, I don't think, if we're looking for bans, I don't think we're really thinking of banning Smolder or a Volley Bear likely.
No, I don't think so.
Because both of them were good, but I felt like both of those could have been manageable.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking at the top lane is something that might change some opinions. Looking at the Teemo versus Mordekaiser matchup. So, while Teemo is a character that Moniker has gotten really comfortable with, and I'd say he's pretty good with, Teemo does struggle from not being so great in team fights later on.
Yeah, he's not as great in team fights, and you have to be very careful about how you kite, when you poke around a little bit, making sure you're not taking unnecessary hits, which is a lot of what happened.
And all that becomes even more difficult when you're playing against a character like Mordekaiser, who has a lot more range than you'd think, because his Q, as we were noticing, reached Teemo even when Teemo was at max range auto attack. So
absolutely.
Just going in for an auto attack with Teemo was really not as safe as you'd think, because Mordekaiser's Q would still hit. And that deals a lot more damage.
And then the bot lane just had a rough time.
Bot lane, we got a new player.
Yeah. Jinx Leona is very oppressive. Leona is very divey, very aggressive.
That being said, Coach was still able to do some good damage here and there early on. If he can find the times to step forward a little bit like that, this game, there's still definitely a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
And we can turn this next one around.
Yep. All right. Going into picks and bans now.
Looking at the bans, so interestingly enough, so Amumu, Teemo, and Cassiopeia were all banned.
Yep, they just banned
they just banned our team.
Just banned our team last game.
So,
which is interesting.
That is interesting. And looking at our bans, we banned Aerie, who I assume is probably their mid laner's primary. Jinx, who was just an absolutely oppressive force last game. And Ezreal, who I assume is probably their bot lane's primary.
Okay, looks like we got to pick the Mordekaiser this time.
Okay, I was thinking this might happen, but I didn't say anything. Moniker has been picking up some Mordekaiser, and I was wondering if instead of banning him, we might try and pick him out of it, because Mordekaiser is a really, really strong early lane champion.
I know that was the hope, was that.
That being said, they're going Renekton, who, lane bully of lane bullies.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, really strong early game, but does kind of fall off hard longer the game goes.
He absolutely does.
Mordekaiser, once he hits level 6, if timed properly, can actually beat out Renekton.
Yeah.
You just have to, again, you're kind of working with, you have range and Renekton doesn't.
Yeah,
Renekton does have dashes, but if you can...
yeah. I would say that Mord has a better poke game, but Renekton has a much better
all-in.
Yeah, has a much better all-in.
Yeah. And just a straight up fight, Renekton, I would say, definitely wins. But Mordekaiser has all the tools he needs to really be able to poke him out.
Absolutely.
It looks like we're banning Silas and Smolder. So it looks like we're really focusing down the mid laner. We're really trying to put our eggs into our mid lane basket and just try and force their mid laner onto
in the bot lane basket, looks like, for sure. Looks like they're basically just going to
ban, and they're banning
our champs from last game, which is fine.
Yeah. Does force our team to be a little more, to try and be a little flexible, but that being said, I know each and every person on our team has several, has a few champions that they're all good with, so I don't think this should hurt our team dynamic too much.
And I know wow, words are hard, excuse me. I know we've been working on alt characters, so that when something like this happens, it's not the end of the world.
I remember I think the first and only time I ever got to play with the team was really early on when I first joined. And I got completely banned out.
Yep.
And
That was really sad.
It was sad. I had a total of 2 champions I played, and they were banned out, and I didn't know what to do, and I did very poorly. But so it's a strategy that can work really well. I know from experience.
Yeah. See, but the tech is if you play you play a bunch of champions really mediocrely, then you're good. You don't
Exactly.
That's my strategy.
Alrighty, and it looks like our final picks are we have Misfortune in the bot lane, along with probably Lux, I imagine.
I think so.
What looks like a Mordekaiser in the top lane, and probably a Talia jungle.
That's Talia
with
jungle.
an Aurora in the mid lane. So Aurora is the newest champion, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know really much about her.
I know that as someone who tends to play Mordekaiser in the top lane, she's really annoying to play against.
Yeah, I know that she's very evasive.
She can turn invisible. She has a bunch of jumps that make her jump dashes that can make her invisible,
she
and
goes
also
over terrain, right?
Yeah, also over terrain makes her invulnerable or intangible or something.
Is her ult like a pin? Almost like Camille.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
So.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a new champion for us. This is new to the game. We have not figured her out yet. All the other characters I can tell you a bit about. Talia gonna be great in the jungle.
Yeah.
Having experienced that in the last game I played against a jungle Talia, and I got walled off for my turn several times. I stepped up past the line of the line the turret can fire at, and suddenly there was a wall behind me, and I couldn't back away, and I didn't have flash.
Yep.
Lux
is really good at at keeping people keeping people crowd controlled, and where you want them, and keeping them from running away and stuff like that. So
Lux, really strong crowd control.
Yeah.
And really, really good damage, potentially.
That's true.
She is playing in the support role, so probably gonna be looking to be more just trying to stun people out, but also just has some really, really strong poke.
Yep.
And going to essentially just try and force their back line to always be low enough that they are scared to go in they were last time.
Yep. Lots of poke, lots of crowd control. That's what Lux does best.
Let's see. In the opposing team, they have a Kai'Sa in the bot lane, along with what I imagine is probably a Rakan.
Yep, looks like Kai'Sa Rakan or Kai'Sa
Pike. I imagine it's probably. I don't know.
No, it's probably Pike mid, if I had to guess.
That is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean he's seen some play. It's been probably a season since anyone's really played Pike mid, but it's
I've never seen it. I can imagine he has really strong mobility mid lane if they're able to push up their lane and roam.
He does. He
has a really good roam, and could potentially cause some problems for us. Nidalee jungle, I would imagine. Yeah, Nidalee jungle, something to watch out for. Her whole thing is essentially that her spears deal a lot of damage if she throws them from far away.
Spears deal a lot of damage. She can jump. If she hits a spear, she can jump to the spear and then do
shapeshift into a big cat and eat you. And Renekton is he's exactly what he looks like. He's a big alligator with a large sword, and he hurts. He can run at you really fast, and he can also heal a lot. All right, we are going to swap over to this one, right?
Game starts in a couple
That is
minutes.
not it. No one saw anything. Which one is this? Third one?
There we go.
Alrighty. Give me a half second to go check something out, and I'll be right back. have fun with that.
All right. Yeah. Two minutes. Yeah, it should be interesting to see how, what, because you always learn from the first game. It's always one of those things where you can't really tell what the other team is like, how they play, and you kind of get a feel for it the second game, and so it's like, oh, okay, now we know what their habits are, and a few other things. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have
gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
and
have a good time.
That's exactly the reason why I advocate for having best of fives in Smash Bros. Swapping back to best of 3, best of 5, rather than the current format we have of I forgot what it's called. Where we all are on a team and we all share stocks. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah. Crew battles.
Crew battle, yeah.
Yep.
Instead of crew battle, I want like 5 1v1s instead of a crew battle, please.
That's one way to do it. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like I would do so much better. I struggle so much when it's focusing just on when what we're doing. You don't have any time to adapt essentially in those games.
That's true.
You essentially just do what you do, and if it doesn't work, well, you don't have enough time to adapt generally, unless you're just really, really good and can adapt on the fly like that, which we have some players who are good at that now, but I am not one of those.
To be had, for sure.
That's well, y'all can't see that, so that's fine. Y'all see nothing. No errors are happening. No errors have been
Looks
had.
like we're hopefully about to get into the game.
Exactly.
We'll see.
So the game is started, I believe. Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Awesome. It's going really, really well. Luckily, we have some wonderful people behind the scenes keeping this thing running, even though it is trying its hardest to die on us.
Yeah. Seems to be the theme lately.
All right. It looks like the opposing team actually is all grouping mid.
Rolling out. Yeah, they have an easy
They have a really
invade if they really want to.
It looks like that's exactly what they're going for. And our team notices it immediately and is running.
They were ready.
Yeah. Let's see. It looks like they're trying to chase down
at least half
Frisbee.
of the team was.
Yeah. We were this time we were doing the 5-point vision just to try and see what was going on. Unfortunately, Pike getting a really good hook there on Imblu, but Imblu dodging the spear. Morgan Kaiser from the top lane coming down to try and help with this. Talia coming in, just getting some good damage on there. Not going down without a fight. Does some good damage to each and every champion, just about, except for Khan, who's not really able to answer back. Oh, what is happening? I can see everything and nothing. All right. Let's see. So what we can tell so far, so that was an invade from the opposing team and a really good reaction from our team. All of them did a really good job, just immediately noticed it and then essentially backed away, poked them out so they couldn't really jump right in on us, and did a really good job. No one died. We were able to get some good poke damage on them, so they were forced to back up a little bit. So what can we see so far? Aurora in the mid lane against the Pike. Currently just trying to focus on poking out the Pike, who is melee champ, does have a hook, but doing a really good job of poking him out. That being said, they're also doing a good job of poking out our bot lane.
Yeah, unfortunately, unfortunately for us, assassins really seem to be the thing to do in the mid lane right now.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to either play them or play around them. And it's just one of those things that meta shift.
Top lane, even though it looks like we've been going for a bit of brawling here, surprisingly everything's staying kind of neutral.
Seems to be.
I will say Renekton currently ahead in CS and level.
Takes a really nasty trade.
Yep. Really, as we were saying, really strong stuns. Really can't walk up into him like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're kind of.
I about to say some good stun and damage there on their bot lane. Omnytamer getting a little low, having to back up, but not doing too badly. Looks like our jungler is looking to move around and junk.
Oh, very nice.
Gank. That's what it's called.
Fortunately, Rakan flies away just a little bit too fast. Oh,
just barely,
almost.
but can we?
Come on, Zombie.
Oh, Zombie is
Still
able
manages to take it.
Oh, yeah, Zombie is able to take the kill there. Unfortunately, they do get first blood, but we are able to take it. Also, do we know what this is real quick? I just realized I don't think they can. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just don't know what I'm looking at, apparently. I was just getting some technical help real quick. Technical whiz, I am not. But let's see. FrisbeeMeniscus doing a really good job of just holding his own. Moniker, really struggling right there. Needs to back up. Is able to stay alive.
Has to use his flash, though, unfortunately.
Does have to use his flash. Probably going to have to use his teleport to get back to lane. But luckily, that's the use of teleport in that it keeps you in the game.
True. Yeah, that's true.
TPing back to lane, so he's not missing out on that CS. That being said, he is down by like 22 CS. So
Which is really rough right at the beginning.
rough. But that being said, he does have 2 whole waves to catch up right now that are just in his tower.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, we have the fight for the scuttle. This time we win it. So
very nice.
We end up winning technically the second scuttle, but the fight here, Moniker noticing immediately and coming down. So really doing a really good job. Improvement from before. Now gotta watch out for the Renekton. Really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yep. I was about to say I thought we got killed there for a second. Really unfortunate deaths right there. The opposing team also responding really well.
Frisbee tries to help, but he's just out of mana. Can't really do much.
Has to use his flash to get away, but he is able to get away, importantly. Moniker, great improvement from last game. Last time we saw that happen, essentially he responded far too late. He responded at a good time. Unfortunately, that allowed Renekton, that cleared up Renekton to also come back. That's kind of the problem with playing top lane is you have to keep the opposing top laner in check.
Yep. And you have to know when to when's good to to make sure he's sacrificing, the enemy laner is sacrificing something to be able to go with you to to gank the other lane. To help out your team.
Oh, really good kill there from our mid laner, FrisbeeMeniscus.
Very nice. Looked like Pike just barely missed his ult.
Yeah, Pike actually was level 6 while she was level 5. Last second level up there. I don't know if that negated the
I don't know.
The ult at the last second, or if it just kind of missed. But really good play there, able to take out the Pike just in time.
Yep, absolutely.
So we do see Pike getting TM out already. So his wave clear is going to be a lot stronger. He's also going to have some, I think that provides armor pin. I don't remember.
Don't think so. I think it's just the, it may just be the damage and the...
I might be thinking of something different then.
The active, it gives you the...
Yeah. Oh yeah, they changed it to an active. It looks like we're getting a gank in the top lane.
Come on, guys.
Really good gank so far. That being said, there's the level 6. Oh,
There's
Moniker.
Level 6, but it may... Oh, it does matter. Unfortunately, he has to put Blue on the back foot.
Unfortunately, Renekton there, as we said, really strong, has a lot of regen, and unfortunately, Moniker maybe pulling him in a little too early while he didn't have his W up to shield himself. That's a fault I fall into several times while playing Moniker. Is I'll just pull in the enemy team right off cooldown without really thinking about it. Luck's trying to go in here and poke him out, but we're kind of getting
and just
blindsided.
A couple of really nasty shots.
Ooh, really unfortunate. Oh, and their jungler coming down to clean up. Unfortunate. Thought we had an opportunity to take out their ADC while they were by themselves, but they weren't really alone.
Yeah, that's another thing that Nidalee's really good at, is that she's good at dives, so it's easy for her to get in and get out quickly. Keep herself from taking tower shots.
Looks like that's my bad. That was the Aurora ult, I think. Oh, really?
Yeah, his team comes to help him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
Lux there trying to ult to help save them, but it looks like it didn't really deal enough damage there. Aurora trying to get away. Good route there from the Lux.
Absolutely.
Are they? Okay.
Oh, very nice. Omnytamer kicks kill, but
Omnytamer does get a kill. Unfortunately, dies for it, but really and truly probably worth it at this point.
Yeah. Everybody.
Pike, unfortunately, his ult coming off cooldown due to being really good route. Coming off cooldown because of the way it works.
And Blue comes back in with the ult.
So yeah, really good team fight, all things considered. That being said, really good dive from the opposing team. If it's not one thing, it's a half dozen other.
It was very back and forth there for a while. Yeah, unfortunately.
Cooldown timers being low enough right now that the people dying at the very beginning of the fight were able to come back and help.
Absolutely.
All right, everyone back and grabbing their items and moving back into position. Things going a lot smoother right now, if you notice. Our bot lane in a significantly better position than they were at this point. Top lane struggling a little bit, but that's Renekton.
Yep.
All things considered, as long as we don't fall too far behind there, it should be all right. That being said, the opposing...
Yes, he dies.
My bad.
Looks like the blue team's looking to go for grubs.
Bot lane really needing to grab a level here for Omnytamer. Really good ult and really good Q plus ult.
Yeah.
Zombie trying to tank here a little bit for
just takes a bunch of damage from,
but is able to get able to get the double kill. Both sides able to get the double kill.
Yeah, both sides.
Mutual destruction.
Yeah.
Which honestly better for us than for them at this point.
Well, yeah, unfortunately it gave both their kills to the ADC, to their ADC, and
yeah,
our support got all of ours. So
yeah.
Interesting to see Talia and Aurora go in on a 3v2, but
Moniker trying to if he can get the ult here on Nalia, that's really good.
Oh yeah.
That's
Moniker
pretty much
got the ult on Italy.
Yep.
Great. Good shutdown.
Unfortunately that means he's probably dead here. He needs basically just
Yep.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to survive that, but he was able to get a good shutdown. I think that was like a 350 gold shutdown. Yeah. So good shutdown. That's something he needed to get back in this. That should hopefully get him his first item, or really close to his first item. Hopefully we'll be seeing a icy rod on him soon. Okay. Omnytamer just unfortunately dying little bit before he could get the kill on the pike. Whew.
They're trying to help him out.
Oh, good. I thought that was going to be a really strong flash. Unfortunately, it was able to flash to get that last hit, but it just ended up not being enough.
Nidalee was ready for it.
Yeah, Nidalee being right there. Moniker, unfortunately, stepping up just a little bit too much into that stun. Pike. Ooh, they have so much. I'm realizing just how much backline.
Just a lot of backline pressure.
Backline pressure,
and
they have.
we have a lot of backline.
Yes.
We don't have a whole lot of
tank.
Yeah, tank or team fight potential just because we don't have any because all of our characters are mages or marksmen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and unfortunately that just means we're easy to get dived on by a team that's made up of a lot of dives.
Yeah. Lauren Kaiser, for how strong he is, unfortunately does kind of struggle, I feel like, from behind.
Definitely.
Because his whole thing is being able to 1v1 anyone.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately the way, just kind of the nature of the game, is that if you get behind, it's hard to do a lot of, there's not a whole lot you can do if you get behind.
Yeah. This is a game of small victories snowballing into bigger ones.
Yep, exactly.
And once you start having those big victories, it does just snowball into more and more. So we're in a really difficult situation, but not something we can't come back from.
Nope, of course not.
As we said, I feel like in the late game, Morgenkaiser really does start to outshine Renekton. The farther into this we get, the better it is for us. Morgenkaiser now finally having the Rylai's is going to be I don't know.
Trying to take the Herald when the entire enemy team's up.
Yeah,
an interesting choice for sure.
It is. I feel like we were trying to take it a little bit on the thought process of it being almost unexpected to take.
Trying to be sneaky, yeah.
Trying to be sneaky. Try and go for something that could help turn the tide.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't really work out well for them. Seems like
Rift Herald, if we'd been able to get it, would have been really strong. Help us get a couple of turret kills, maybe at least one.
At least a turret.
At least a turret, which would have helped a ton. But unfortunately, losing out on it just a little bit, not quite having the damage to kill it before the opposing team was able to get there. I will say the opposing team responded very, very quickly.
They did.
To that Herald. If they had been any slower, there's a chance we could have gotten it. But Moniker trying to
be sneaky here.
Yeah, actually ult him under turret. Or did he ult him? I thought he ulted him. No,
doesn't look like it.
It looked like he had, but maybe that was just something else.
No, unfortunately.
Okay, looks like we got Aurora coming up to try and help with this Renekton. If we can deal with this Renekton, that's a big win.
Lux tries to get the ult off, but just barely misses.
Pike, unfortunately, having a really quick dash.
Yeah.
So if you're off by even just less than a second, unfortunately means that you are not going to be able to get the kill. If he can pull him under the turret there? Nope. Okay. Ooh. Their team fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
They have so much ability to keep you from running here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, really strong.
They would put the...
I wonder if that was intentional.
The Herald under the... Yeah.
I feel like there's a strong chance that was not quite intentional.
Frisbee gets a little pick here.
Yeah, good pick.
Unfortunately, it takes a spear in the process.
It does take a spear. It does go down. Does Nidalee? No. but Nidalee probably will go down to our jungler here. Never mind. Oh, that damage.
Everybody's just able to get on her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Unfortunate. I was going to say, this is what I was talking about. Moniker trying to go for the ult under turret. Unfortunately, Renekton just far too far ahead.
Yeah.
And able to take down the turret.
Just able to just dive him like
Renekton, especially when he has his ult up, is tanky.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Looks like we have Aurora and Talia trying to come down and hopefully get a pick on this Renekton.
Or at least just chase him off. Even.
Yeah.
Maybe, chase a little too much there.
Yep.
Oof.
Unfortunately, got a little too antsy trying to get that kill on Renekton.
Blue got himself into a little bit of a tight spot there and wasn't able to get out, unfortunately. They're Recon ult. Trying to get him under the tower. Oof.
Looks like so the entire opposing enemy team is super low right now.
Yeah.
This is 950 gold right there. This is the time for our team to come in and try and clean up a little bit.
Yep, big shutdowns.
They all have some really large shutdowns. Right now is the time to come in and make a move if possible. If we can never mind. I forgot they had the boosted backing.
Mm-hmm.
Clean shot there from the Pike. Good hook over the wall, getting a kill there.
Absolutely.
That being said, really good shutdown for the Talia. That did get her all the way up to Leandri's. I gotta remember the name of that.
Yeah, you actually said it.
I said it right.
Time. Amazing.
I'm so used to just calling it lasagna. I'm moving on. Now I want lasagna. Anyhow, food aside.
Oh man.
Oh no, Lux getting cut out.
Not even safe in her own jungle anymore.
No. Pike just printing money for his team.
Yep. And Misfortune just innocently unaware. just doing his own thing. Just chilling.
We all got to be chill sometimes.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh man.
Just teleporting in our own base.
It's the
okay. So Pike just TPing to the top lane to try and deal with this Aurora.
Yep. Just
that being said, Aurora probably going to
maybe.
Who can hit first?
Pike misses.
There it is, and there you go.
Very nice.
Aurora probably needs to back to try and deal with this. That being said, Rakan is going over there to try and keep. Ooh, that was a lot of damage, but that was a good assist. Allowed Talia to be able to get the kill.
Zoning ult, right?
Exactly. Really good pull there. Pulled him right under the turret.
And got the ult off.
Oh,
too.
nice.
Very
so
nice.
Really good kill there. I didn't see who got it. Oh, it was Talia got it. Still, as good as it is for Talia to have it, I feel like it almost would have been better on Monitor to give him a little bit more of a catch up. But maybe it's better to go on the Talia. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Not me. I'm not playing.
I feel like it was one of those things where you kind of just got to take what you can get there.
Exactly.
Not really worry about, kill stealing on that one.
Just as long as he dies.
Yep, exactly.
It doesn't matter who gets it.
Because there was enough, yeah.
The assist still matters. Alrighty.
Seemed to be.
I'm about to say, Faulkner able to stabilize here a little bit. It was looking really rough there for a moment, but they were able to kind of pull it back. We were able to take a top tower while we weren't looking.
Yep, and we can kind of
we're able to push them back.
Kind of use the super minions, kind of farm a little bit.
Oh no. Oh, big team fight here.
Yeah, huge recon ult there, just really messed everybody up. Oof.
Oof is the best word I could think of for describing that. Looks like this. Most
trying to dive them, but doesn't really have any minions. So
I about to say, actually, Aurora able to kind of hold them off, able to clear out the minions so that they couldn't end.
That's true.
Let's see. Looks like
Kaisa's trying her hardest.
It looks like the coach, Misfortunes here, is up, just ulting on the minion wave, doing good, clearing the minions. Gave enough time for Moniker and Lux to come up, and we are still in this.
Yep, just barely, but we're hanging on for sure. Ooh, good shutdown for
that thread is pulled taunt, but it is hanging on. Okay, if we can get it, and if he can get a
Pike's trying to get something sneaky going on, but it doesn't.
Someone
really
teleporting in. Yep, there it is. Renekton teleporting in, immediately getting chunked for half his HP. There it is, and that he's starting to fall off a little bit.
Yep, definitely.
He's actually under-leveled now because of how much he's just been fighting. He hasn't been CSing anymore. So now he's only level 14 as opposed to our mid laner, who is now level 15 and is able to just kind of chunk him.
Yeah, definitely.
Same for our jungler.
Yeah, now I think we're getting to the point where it's a little harder without Rakan or somebody else for them to jump, for him to help jump on with.
Like that.
Pretty easy for them to, like that.
And even with him, if you notice,
they feel pretty well. Yeah. They're still,
So this is, all things considered, not going terribly for Faulkner anymore. So yeah, it's starting to hit that balancing point where things are looking all right. We have to still play super safe.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But they don't actually have a ton of pushing power to take advantage of our lack of turrets here.
Keep playing safe. Keep.
They don't have someone like York or something.
Unfortunately, Seth doesn't really seem to understand the meaning of safe.
Safe is not surrounded.
No, he kind of,
That being said, Moniker and Aurora doing a really good job of just engaging there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as we mentioned before, they have really good. They're really good at dealing with our backline, and we are backline.
That's true.
It's poor Misfortune Omnytamer got jumped on while everyone else was attacking.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of the theme of the game. Unfortunately, is while everybody else is attacking, Omnytamer gets jumped on.
There's just that one person who came in from the back, and it's just not much to be done, especially when it's Kaisa. Just that huge burst damage and just her ability to engage so quickly.
Yep, engage and then get out really easily, for sure.
If Moniker can get a solid... I feel like Moniker could actually beat this Kaisa in a fight if he was able to get an ult off on her.
Maybe.
And if he got a solid pull ult.
Yep. Unfortunately, the enemy team gets to claim Cloud Soul right here, which means their chase down is going to be a lot better.
Yeah. And it looks like they're also getting Baron.
Yeah, going for
really
Baron.
Unfortunate. They're not killing it too fast. But yeah, none of us are able to go challenge that right now. Let's see.
Yep, everybody's grouping up mid.
This is essentially what we predicted ended the last game that we didn't get to see. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
If we can stop this here, I feel like we're able to say we stabilized fully. But if we're not able to stop this,
Yeah.
Right now it is a 3v5. That being said, it's now a 3v4.
Nasty snipe.
That was, Kaisa. Once again, the same player. Nasty snipes.
Yeah, for sure.
The same person who's sniping with the Jinx ult. Good to know it transcends. It's just his skill.
Yeah.
It transcends characters.
Oh, man.
Ooh, oh no.
Yep, enemies in our base.
Unfortunately, well, here it is, Aurora trying to hold them all back.
Yeah.
I feel like I really don't understand how her ult works. Yep, that is probably game here, folks. Hard fought and
absolutely.
Yeah, really good showing from Faulkner, trying to kind of claw that back.
Yeah. We held on until the end, for sure. Absolutely.
Held on as long as we could. Did really well there at the end. Nearly stabilized. That being said, well done to University of Wisconsin Green Bay. I just realized this is the first time I've said their name. I at no point told you who we were playing against. So this was Faulkner versus University of Wisconsin Green Bay Phoenixes. Yep. So really really good game to them. Eagles versus Phoenixes. Yep. They were able to pull it out and did really well. Yeah. It was looked like it was a good game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, final score was 2-0.
Yeah, final score for Faulkner is 2-0 at a loss. We will be back with y'all with a interview here with one of the players in a bit.
I wanted to take my career to a higher level, so I searched for an MBA program that fits my schedule, that's accredited, and aligns with my Christian values. I found the perfect MBA at Faulkner University. Faulkner's MBA program consists of 10 5-week courses completely online, and the quality of instruction is excellent. Imagine how earning your MBA degree can help boost your career and get you to where you want to be. Visit faulkner.edu/advance to learn how you can get started.
College, law school, this is a formative time for people, but it's not just about getting a degree. And I think when students come to school here, when people work here, that's what they get to see. The folks here will love you, take care of you, look out for you, and along the way, help you get a great education. I love that. I would tell students who are interested in potentially going to law school that they can learn the law anywhere, but not every learning environment is the same. So I think it's important for them to consider where they can go and be comfortable, where they can go and be encouraged, where they can go and be loved. And that's what they'll find here. There are larger schools, there are schools with bigger names, but there aren't schools with bigger hearts than Faulkner's Law School. We love our students. We don't apologize for that. We don't hide that. Yes. And they're not going to find that everywhere, but they can definitely find that here.
Hello, and we're back here with
Zombie. Or
Zombie.
Abby, whatever.
Either or. Tag name Zombie. Here to give an interview, just give some insight into what was happening during the game. So first things first, going into this, what were some of y'all's thoughts going into this? Because we know we had a new player in the bot lane.
Yes.
What was y'all's idea? What was y'all's thought process when you were going to, like, first picking the champions you were going to go into with this? I know there was some discussion of different ideas and plans to do, but I'm just curious to hear what your thoughts were.
Initially during practice, our main goal was not to win, but to at least teach the fundamentals to our new player, to get him started. What we thought of was to play around that for him to learn the fundamentals first, so then he would know for the next game. We then also decided to do more of a pushy, damage, pokey kind of team composition compared to our last games, where we would be a lot of invade, a lot of engage, like tanks and stuff. Let's see. I think that's just about it I can say about that. How, in terms of how we thought about how to go into the game.
I mean, yeah, that's a good thought process. It's really difficult going into a game like this, knowing that you have a new player.
Yeah.
So it really just going into the idea of learning the basics, trying to fulfill the basics. Really and truly, those fundamentals, the basics, are what can allow you to win, and are what allowed y'all to do really well and almost make a comeback there in the same game, nearly stabilize.
And another thing that we did want to do was to at least introduce him to the environment, and not for him to feel very discouraged.
Yes.
League can get very discouraging.
It's one thing I will say about League. I love the game. The fact that the games can last so long, you can see what is happening. You know exactly whether you're winning or losing as you're playing.
Yeah.
And it can be hard to keep playing when you know that you're on the downward spiral, because it's just a snowball that's going downhill and you just haven't hit the bottom yet. Or that's how it can feel.
Yeah, to use new League terms, it's very tilting.
Yes.
I am learning the terms as I go.
Let's see. So game one. Trying to think of all what was happening. So one, how'd y'all feel about game one? Going from game one into game two, what were y'all's thought process? I'll put it like that. Going from game one into game two.
Me personally, I got really happy because I got to play my signature character. But
and then he was banned.
Yeah, and then he got banned, which made me really upset. And I was like, "Argh."
And then we noticed that literally everyone except Miss Fortune got banned.
Yeah.
In the next game, y'all scared them.
Talk about
apparently.
that. He doesn't watch over streams, does he? But going into game one, it was just we just kind of like knew that, hey, new game, new player. This is our first match. We can at least redeem ourselves, or try to redeem ourselves in the second match. So you're just kind of like, okay, well, let's look at their team comp. Let's see how we can counter them. Okay, this character does this character does that. You know, the typical League stuff. And then it fell apart. it went boom.
Yeah.
Like Jinx's ult.
Hey, can we say that Jinx player and who was also playing the Kaizen both times, so many snipes.
Yeah.
So many snipes.
I'm gonna need to take some lessons from that one, because even I gotta admit that was really good. I want to hit those snipes.
Exactly. Well, how do you feel overall after this, going into the next game? Like, what all do you think you're going to be working on?
Probably more on jungler tracking and trying to get more information in terms like warding, taking away from their wards, and again, jungler tracking. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but their Nidalee was kind of all over the place.
Yes, that is something we did notice, is that it seemed like no matter what was happening, and every time we had a win, generally Nidalee was somewhere else causing a loss.
Yeah.
She was making us pay for it.
Yeah, she
with
had
a
us
life.
under the guise of winning, which is like, no. No, girl, no, we're not doing that today.
All right. Well, really good to know. We have a pretty positive outlook on all things considered. Understood this is really good fundamental learning for our new player.
Yes.
And cannot wait to see how the team continues to grow and improve. We saw a lot of improvement initially in the team, and now I'm sure we'll be able to see it again. I can't wait to see how this goes.
And we only got like 2 more games, I think.
Yeah.
Season. Yeah.
Yes, there are 2 more games. Speaking of which, I can look at the schedule and see what's happening next. So I can go ahead and let y'all know our next broadcast is going to be Overwatch 2. And it's going to be Thursday, October 24th. So later this week at 6 p.m. versus the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. The Warhawks, as they're called. And our next League of Legends game is going to be Tuesday, October 29th at 6 p.m. versus University of Maryland Baltimore County Retrievers. So, really excited to see how all of that goes, and I really hope y'all tune in. Also, if I remember correctly, this weekend is our live stream for the Halloween live stream, so I hope all of y'all will tune in and watch that this Friday, I believe.
We got super funny stuff planned.
No.
So
Thursday. My bad. It's Thursday. It's even sooner than I thought. So yeah, Thursday night is also going to be our Halloween live stream as well as the Overwatch 2 live stream. So cannot wait to have y'all there for that. Y'all will get to see some really cool outfits. And so yeah. So wrapping up, our final score was Faulkner 0 and the University of Wisconsin Green Bay Phoenixes 2. Special thanks go to our production, Liz Anderson, who did a wonderful job keeping things running as I proceeded to help them fall apart. I'm not sure what I did, but I'm pretty sure I touched something and it broke. I have gremlins and they infected the machines.
the commentator's curse extended past
Exactly.
just being a commentator.
On color commentary, again, we had Ethan Dixon, who did a wonderful job, and I did my best with the play-by-plays. So signing off, and I hope to see y'all next time.
The preceding broadcast was an official presentation of Faulkner University. It may not be redistributed without the express written consent of the Faulkner University Athletic Department. Regitar USA Hi-Res Arena is sponsored by Regitar USA. The national anthem was performed by the Faulkner University Chorus. If you would like to learn more about the Faulkner esports program, visit our official website at faulknereagles.com or follow us on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram for all the latest